Ask the person next to you for a definition of sex. So what is sex?
Students at Lakeview Secondary College on the outskirts of Melbourne are in a sex ed class with a difference. It's tackling sex and intimacy without shame or fear in order to equip students to better navigate risks.
We do approach the work with a really sex-positive lens, which acknowledges risk, but also starts with the idea that everyone deserves safe, respectful relationships and sexual relationships if they choose. After your first date, put it here.
Educator Anne Atchison delivers this class to schools across the state and says when sex ed is done well, it can have a lasting impact.
The most important thing is to take away stigma. That young people have the language to be able to talk about their own bodies and their own experiences and get help if they need it without feeling ashamed.
No one's judged. You're allowed to ask questions that outside you'd usually, get laughed at.
Parents don't really say much about it, and there's a lot of misinformation online as well.
But not all students across Australia get this kind of education. A national survey of more than 4,000 teens aged 14 to 18, released exclusively to the ABC, has found while almost all received relationships and sexuality education, less than half found it relevant.
They're looking for more in-depth, more detailed and practical conversations than what they're receiving in sex education.
Lead researcher Professor Jennifer Power says when sex ed misses the mark, the consequences can be significant.
There's also a relatively low number of young people who are consistently using condoms for STI prevention.
The survey also found unwanted sexual experiences and intimate partner violence remain widespread. 21-year-old Gabby Koloff can relate to the findings. She's now part of a growing push to overhaul sex education nationwide.
Young people don't want to be babied anymore. The birds and the bees isn't going to cut it.
And you would never send a sexy picture?
Yes, no.
They say it's time for sex education to grow up. Connor Duffy, ABC News.